Hello, everybody. This is Wardog Podcast. I am Sol, and joining me today are Keyboard, Kitsu, Seko, and nobody else. Just the three of them.
My new name is Keyboard. I guess I'm not Mr. President anymore.
Seriously? The moment I intro the podcast, just... I'm like, what the fuck? Thank you.
This is just so funny.
Yeah, seriously. Damn guy. Oh, I'm unprofessional, and I'm sorry. Ignore that. That thing that popped up there, that's fine. It's nothing. Okay, so yeah, here we are. Seko is currently not able to respond because he's being interrupted as we speak, but he said to just start without him, so... Here we are.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
And we're going to immediately jump into what have we been playing? And I already know what two out of the four of us are going to say. So go ahead, Mr. President. Minecraft? Minecraft.
Yes.
Minceraft.
Minceraft.
We should have had Bailey on this week's podcast instead of last week's podcast.
No, because then we wouldn't. It would have never stopped. I'm sorry, Bailey. I love you, but yeah, I re-downloaded Technic Launcher because I was bored and nobody was on Warframe and nobody was on APB, and I didn't want to play Anno by myself, so Minecraft came out.
Masturbation has lost its fun.
No, that happened a couple years ago. But no, and I got bored, and so I downloaded the thing and started playing Tekkit. And I've decided that I'm going to build a giant moon base.
Tekkit.
Yeah. It was either Tekkit, Hexit, or Attack of the B-Team because I didn't want to download a new thing. And I didn't want to deal with crap that I didn't understand in Hexit because it changes like every 2 weeks. And Attack of the B-Team has been pretty much defunct since, B-Team stopped playing Attack of the B-Team. And it's too easy anyway. But
yeah.
Also, Warframe.
See, Ethopack was a thing that happened, and Ethos Pack actually looks really fun and cool.
I'll have to look at it.
It's one that focuses a lot on kind of the underused tech mods. It has this one called Pistronics that's like custom pistons that can extend multiple blocks or rotate or do all kinds of crazy stuff.
Sure.
Pistronics.
That's the most brutal thing I've heard all day.
There's like Pneumatic Craft is like the most advanced mod in the pack, pretty much. There's like Mariculture.
Good God.
Tinker's in there actually, but
Tinker.
there's a
Tinker's
few
is an
like
advanced
really
mod.
Yeah, there's a few like really common mods, but for the most part it was him kind of experimenting with the more little known mods.
Mm-hmm.
And really making it just an interesting pack. The only downside to it is that it also includes Spice of Life, so you'd better be damn good at getting a million different kinds of food, because you're gonna need them.
You're saying that to the farmer.
Yeah, it also has PAMs, so it's Spice of Life and PAMs, and Spice of Life is set to 255 food. Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, is this the modded pack he's been playing on his channel?
Yeah, it's his own mod pack.
Okay, that's not that bad then.
Yeah, it's not. It's not at all, because it's got fucking PAMs in it that instantly is like, here's 1,000 different foods.
Yeah.
But a lot of them are hard to make, so that's kind of the thing to it. What? Why are we putting him in the bitch house already?
Just give me a goddamn second.
Okay. Well, at any rate, though, so how about that,
How about them Lakers?
Warframe, that's a game with grinding.
It's really not that bad.
Especially with friends.
I just find it too repetitive. Like,
Well,
I feel really guilty, too, because it's like, Dylan bought me Omeron, and then the next day I went inactive. And I feel really bad about that, but I just can't... I can't bring myself to play it.
What we do, instead of playing the same mission over and over and over again, is we go and we clear nodes on planets.
Well, yeah, but even then, it's... Like, Every sabotage mission is the same sabotage mission with slightly different looks. I don't like that.
Okay, we can do my new quest.
Or mine.
Yeah. Whatever. There's all kinds of options. I'm sure that I'll play again sometime. I'm just kind of burned out on shooters right now anyway.
It's okay, I've been
not
burned
played
out
a game
on
where I had
classic
to aim.
MMORPGs for the last 6 years, so...
Yeah, I have not played a game that I had to aim in like a couple weeks now, aside from one, which I will go into. But
Lol.
anything
I'm
else
just gonna say
interesting?
this. I just have to say this. Kenny, you play as a Trinity using a Galantine.
no, I
You
play as
don't-
an Oberon using a Galatine.
Okay, an Oberon using a Galantine. Where's the shooter? You hack shit. You play hack and slash.
Yes, but aiming is actually still important with melee in that game, because if you aim for the head while swinging, you get a headshot.
Headshots.
That is actually a thing.
Yes.
But you're still not playing a shooter. And
It
Playing
still
a game-
is aiming.
playing a game where you just lock onto something and then you auto attack it is boring.
You say that, but Seko and I have a very good reason to beg to differ.
See, that's because you guys don't like competitive or PvP games.
What?
With
Okay.
the exception of Dark Souls, which doesn't count because it's
Okay.
it's its own.
I
Beats.
think that's
Not
a good enough
competitive
excuse for
PvP
us.
play, not Dark Souls. Sir, sit down. Listen.
Okay. Yeah, Seko,
I
let's
must tell
talk
you
about
stories.
this.
No. Wow.
Okay, now get over yourself and start telling the story. God damn it!
This is how I feel this game is severely competitive. Apparently, on the Steam forums, there's this guy going on about how no one else should take the kills in the forest. He's looking for white Titanite chunks. And I'm like,
this is
I'm going to go
ridiculous.
forest hunting.
No.
So I hop on, and
It's, Dark
he
Souls.
appears. He just shows up. And I'm just like, oh, hi, Forest Hunter buddy. He tried whatever he possibly could. He tried attacking me as well. Even though he couldn't hurt me, because we're on the same team.
Yeah.
He tried hurting me because I was going after a fight, even though the opponent clearly pointed at me and wanted to fight me. He's like, no! And then on the forum post, he clearly says, Seko 4800 is an asshole. I'm like, yes, I am. Thank you very much. Not competitive, that guy will, scream at you.
So here's my response to this. So, let's see. Games where you auto-aim are not fun, and Seko and I dislike competitive PvP games. Seko and I have picked up a game this last week that instantly debunks all of that. It's called Rise of Incarnates.
Oh, yes. Okay, let me grab it. Okay.
There we
Isn't
go.
that the game with the gods and slapping the shit out of each other?
Kind of. The point is, all of the characters are incarnates, who are...
Essentially god mode compared to human.
Oh God!
I don't know
freaking
how
MMO.
to. I don't know how to explain it really, but it's kind of like they are allied with or partnered with demons, except demons is just the name of them. They're not actually demons, except some of them are still based around demons.
No.
It's like you've got a
They're
guy who
diamonds.
is yeah,
So they're not
daimones.
gods. They're demigods.
They're demones, is what they are.
Pretty much. Like, you've got a guy who's based around Zeus. You've got a guy who's based around Ra. You've got a guy who's based around Mephistopheles. You've got Odin, Ares,
It's a
Loki.
Loki, I don't care.
Like,
Slayer.
there's
the best
a lot of different
incarnate.
things to it.
It's
It
a-
is
I
not
don't
an MMO. It is a 2 versus 2 PvP fighting game.
MOBA, multiplayer online
Okay.
battle arena.
You are
not
stupid.
massively multiplayer online.
You are stupid. That's not what a MOBA is.
Yes, it is.
The entire internet will punch you in the face if you call a MOBA anything other than what MOBAs are. Like, MOBA now refers only to Dota, League of Legends, similar games. Rise of Incarnates, not one of those. Nothing to do with that. I don't care if multiplayer online battle arena can can refer to something else. The internet disagrees. So, there you go. And this is definitely not a MOBA. I would say it is a hero fighter. It's close, but not quite.
It is still a multiplayer online battle arena. It still
Yes,
revolves
but it is
around
not
the same
a MOBA.
thing. Ah.
It's Mortal Kombat on the internet.
Yeah, it's more like Mortal Kombat, but it's a team Mortal Kombat.
Wow, it's a button masher.
On a 3D
Okay.
fighting plane.
Yes. Anyway, regardless, it's got a very cool combo system. There's tons of like tag team strategies and all kinds of craziness, and each character has their own unique strengths and weaknesses, and it is competitive as fuck. And Seko and I both love this game. It is so fun.
I'm watching their intro videos on Steam and it looked really stupid.
Oh. It's because Bandai Namco has this fun little habit of making all of their trailers always live-action CG trailers. Or not live-action. Fucking... What am I trying to say?
Mocapped.
No, the one that's the pre-rendered cutscenes. Like, they always do these pre-rendered CG trailers instead of actual gameplay footage. I don't know why. Like, when I first saw this game on Steam, Seko and I were both like, okay, well, there's mixed reviews. A lot of people are saying, man, this game is stupid or some shit. And these trailers are instantly one of those, I don't think that I'll like this game because it looks like they're hiding it kinds of things. But the game is actually really good.
Looking at the screenshots, it looks like, oh, super fun.
Okay, well, either way, this is basically everything that you just said we don't like. So,
Coco's character in this game would definitely be Odin.
yeah, probably.
But I don't... Okay.
Okay, put simply, would you like to be an EU kingpin who sits in a giant fucking spider tank launching nukes across the field?
No.
That's Odin. That is Odin. He fucking, like, his special is an orbital strike that he can aim anywhere.
Yeah,
And
I'm looking at a
hurt
screenshot of Odin right now. But no, I'm more of a melee combatant. Or mid-range, not long-range super destruction.
If
Well,
you like
don't take my
mid-range, you'd
Slayer.
like Mephisto then.
But okay, fine. I
I'll have
will
to look at this
download this and I will try it. And when it's stupid as shit, I'm gonna beat you both upside.
Okay. I mean, we're just saying this is a game that we've been playing and we've been enjoying that is definitely a competitive PvP game. So you can't harp on us for saying that we don't like competitive PvP games. Because it's just not true.
And honestly, I don't see any relation to PvP in that game. At least from what I have played. It takes a long time to get there, and that's not worth my PvP time.
What, in
On
Rise
what?
of Incarnates?
No, in Warframe.
Oh, yeah. No, there's
I've
no
never
PvP.
swung
have
my sword at
access-
anyone.
I have access to PvP right now, and I've only got... Well, I've actually
yeah.
got 75 hours in the game, but I've also been farming for money, which is...
Yeah,
like, a
but
lot
the
of that.
meta of PvP is so endgame that it doesn't matter.
Well,
You have to have the best gear, the best mods, the best everything in order to even be competitive at all in PvP.
that's okay. When I want my PvP fix, I play APB anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, so yeah, that's a thing. Rise of Incarnates. It was fun. It has been fun, and so far, Seko and I have only played together for like 2 or 3 hours, I think. But regardless, like we've done a lot of practice in AI matches and whatever, so we kind of know how the system works now. And it seems like we're going to be playing a Slayer and Raw team. which, interestingly, I actually looked at the leaderboards the last time I was on, and the top-ranked team in terms of wins is a Slayer and Raw team.
That is excellent.
Yeah. I
All
saw
I'm
that, I
gonna
was
say-
like, whoa, that's cool.
All I'm gonna say is that if I start playing this game and then you go inactive, I'm gonna be pissed.
We'll see.
Because
Well-
I started playing Warframe again for you, and then you go inactive.
I will get back
So-
into it eventually, just not right away.
I think I'll join you two in trying this game out. Just I won't be playing a whole hell of a lot of it.
Yeah.
More than I play.
Unfortunately, max team size is 2 players. It is a 2v2 system.
Which is
So-
Oh, that's cool. Archer Squad can totally just hop in here and fight each other when we're pissed off
Yeah,
at each
the
other.
4 of us could do a 2v2 match, but we can't all be on the same team at once.
Oh, that's okay. I just want to hack and
So we
slash
just-
at whatever.
You know, we just
character.
Oh
we
God,
just
what is
coin
that?
flip to see who was on.
That
Oh
would
god,
work,
what is
yeah.
that?
That's his gas alarm again? Not really. There's something in the
No?
background, though. Sounds like a gas leak, actually.
Hold on. Oh, I see what it is. It's not actually in my trailer.
Oh.
Oh, it's somebody's car grinding down the road.
Yeah.
Okay, so... Yeah, that's one of the things that Seko and I have been doing. Does anyone else have any interesting games that they've been playing?
I do. Good.
Okay,
get
go.
this out of here. So, last night, after having only about an hour and a half of sleep for me over a 48-hour period, and severely dehydrated, I get a text message from my girl, and she's like, "I want to play."
Your girl.
From
That's
my
how
girl.
you're. That's how
Shut
you're gonna play that.
the hell.
That's how you're gonna play. Bammy, better smack this bitch.
Shut the hell. No, put him back there. Swear to God. In fact, no, I'm going to shove
I'm gonna
him-
go and grab my chips because this is
I'm gonna go
entertaining.
put I'm going to throw him somewhere. No, I'm going to throw him somewhere. He's over
Dude,
here.
I would totally make a bowl of popcorn right now, but
But
too much time.
we
I go
decided to hop
something
on
right
with
now?
2 of her friends, kind of like a double date scenario, and play Cards Against Humanity, the PC version, with all of the expansion packs.
David Blaine must escape from my inner demons. That's a pretty
Uh,
good... That is like
no,
the
that-
least offensive Cards
That
Against
is
Humanity
a
play I've
subtle answer.
Yeah.
Let me explain this. None of our
Nah.
answers for this were anywhere close to being that subtle.
seen. Yeah. No.
I'm trying to remember this one thing, but I was like, what would your grandma find repulsive yet slightly calming or something like that?
Repulsive.
And
It's what would your grandmother find repulsive and yet slightly
Goddamn,
slightly
Dylan,
pleasing?
mute your mic. Oh wait, that's Kenny.
yeah,
No, that was
and
Dylan.
I think Bam had a blank card, and she was able to type in her own answer. And with that own answer came, Mom doing a lap dance on Baby Brother, or something like that.
God.
And, like, as soon as I saw that, I'm like, I was of course being extremely racist.
Yep.
Like, every time I could, I'm like, like, I literally asked this question to Bam, like, Bam, I don't know what I should do. Should I be racist or very racist?
Yep.
And she's like, whatever floats your boat. And I picked the very racist card. I don't remember a lot of it, though, because I was sleep deprived, but it probably had to be, like, one of the funnest things I've done. Archer
Yeah.
Squad plays freaking this game on stream on Twitch. Oh my god, I can imagine it. It'd be funny.
Okay, I'm gonna potentially pull up a thing and be sad. But,
Potentially
yeah.
pull up the thing
This-
and be sad.
this right here, this is all,
What
this
is
conversation.
Oh.
It is so much fun.
He literally asked me if he was going to offend someone. My response is, if you don't, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah. But no,
So,
I
yeah.
can't. If we're gonna play that game, then I'm ready. Let's do it.
Yeah, it's a really fun time as long as you just realize there's some really offensive shit in there. Like,
I'm not gonna lie, Bam is like extremely good at this game. I won 2 out of the 4 games. She won I think the 3rd game we played, and then I barely beat her on the 4th one.
yeah.
And
All I'm gonna
her
say
friend
is,
Fulgrim was the one who took the first win. But apparently they were playing like over 40 matches of this game at like 10 score win each. It's crazy. I'm like, how can you play this game that much? I'm surprised they all don't hate each other by now.
yep. All I'm gonna say about it is, Hitler is a card in that game.
I know. I
There you
was
go.
looking for the Hitler card. I never got him. I was disappointed.
Oh boy, a whole 4 hours. That's crazy.
I just wanted to play Hitler.
So yeah, Cards Against Humanity. Fuck. That is all I have to say on the matter. Just fuck.
So good. Yeah, apparently. Oh, yeah, they play 4 hours until. Cool. 4 hours before I got there?
Jeez, that is absurd.
See, you said that freaking you can't believe they played for that long and then still didn't hate each other or whatever. This game brings people together like nothing else I know. Like
I was.
we will be mad, but at the end of it, we'll all be laughing and it won't matter. Like, I can't wait.
While I was playing Cards Against Humanity, I'm like, I want to see how this game is doing on Twitch. There's people streaming it. The highest view guy was at like 60 views or something at that point, and seriously, chat was just like, if you don't play this card, I'm going to kill you. I'm like, yeah, the internet is here.
See, I'd be totally fine like streaming and recording this game, but everybody has to get a face cam.
No, that's...
Nah, we don't need a face cam for it.
Yeah, there's no reason. Like, I can kind of see maybe that there would be a reason for that, because facial reactions are funny when playing that game, but at the same time, you don't need facial reactions for that game to be absolutely hilarious.
Nah, true enough.
So, anyone else been playing anything? I guess
yeah.
not.
Moving on, next topic.
The cricket sounds.
In that case, I'm going to mention one other game, which is, so I mentioned earlier that I've been, like, super burned out on shooter-type games where I have to aim. And so I said I haven't played a single game in which I had to aim in, like, the last 2 weeks, with one exception. That one exception is a story about my uncle. It is a parkour platformer game with a grappling hook. I did talk about it a little bit last week. That was before I had beaten it. I'd gotten about, I think, like an hour into the game at that point. I have now beaten it. It is very short, but oh my god, is it an experience.
Spoiler alert.
Oh, you know, I can go into spoilers, because I just didn't want to spoil it for Taco last week, so I didn't mention it, but yeah. So the game has this really cool functionality, and this is a spoiler, where basically once you get to certain points throughout the game, you unlock more and more mobility. So at the start, you just kind of have your basic sprinting and jumping, and then you unlock power jumps, which is you hold the right mouse button to do a power jump vertically, and if you release the button while sprinting, you do a power jump horizontally instead. And then you unlock the ability to use your grapple, which is more like a magnet beam than a grapple, I guess. It, like, you shoot a surface and it pulls you in, and when you release, you continue to have your same momentum as before, or like as it was when it was pulling you. So it's not like a proper grappling hook or something. It literally is more just like a momentum thing.
A momentum cable.
So there's a lot of really cool puzzles where it'll be like, there's this floating rock here, you have to grapple like halfway to it, and then use momentum to bring yourself forward and upwards around it so that you don't run into it and miss the jump. And then very early on you actually get a second power core, allowing you to grapple twice in the air before falling. You do eventually get a third power core as well, so you can have up to 3 grapples. And then you get the rocket boots. And the rocket boots are literally press jump once in the air to... first it stops your momentum for a couple seconds, and then it launches you in the direction you're facing. It's really fucking cool, and it makes the puzzles so much more interesting, because suddenly it's like, you have to like grapple once, and then use your momentum to get close to the next grapple point, but you're too low, so then you do a rocket boost up towards it, and then re-grapple to get more momentum. Stuff like that starts happening, and it's really crazy.
And all I can say is, sir, you are welcome.
It is so fun, and yes, Seko gifted it to me, so I'm super happy about that. Thank you so much.
How can you not gift someone a good gaming experience for $3?
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't even $3. It was $2.79.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, sold.
Yeah, and then eventually they also introduce ice, which is something you can't grapple to. And they introduce these cool crystals that make it so that you spend 1 grapple to recharge the rest of them. So, like, you shoot it with your grapple beam, and it recharges your grapple instead of grappling to it, allowing you to then use it 3 more times. So yeah, it gets, like, really strategic, and there get to be these, like, really long segments of you just being in the air. Like, for a very long period of time.
'Cause I'm free. Anyway.
Yep. There's a segment that's, like, 2 minutes long of just you grappling around a ceiling, basically. It's fucking awesome. So yeah, that's that game. It is fun. That was a thing that happened. Apologies.
No need to apologize.
I accidentally a thing on the stream. I broke it.
You accidentally a thing on the stream. Okay.
I accidentally the stream. Yep.
Light.
So, how about things we're looking forward to playing? Is there anything new in that front?
I am looking forward
Rise of Incarnates.
Oh, there's one.
Okay, yeah, Dylan is showing some enthusiasm for Rise of Incarnates. Good for you, Dylan.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to playing more of that game because we've only played it like a total of 3 hours.
I know. I'm so down myself. It's just I have to play more Cards Against Humanity tonight while drinking. So that's going to be a thing. Should I stream it? Should I?
You could. I'm sure that we would lose about 20 followers if you did, but we would probably gain 30 more, so it's fine.
Lose 20, gain 30.
Do it!
I will have to ask those who I am playing with if it's alright. Because it's all if they want to be on air or not.
Yeah. Let's see, what is the thing that I want to do?
I'm looking forward to Sunless Sea.
Sunless Sea, what's that?
It sounded like a bad acted, like, commercial question, like, just like, hey, I've been playing Sunless Sea. Sunless Sea? What's that?
Well, no, it's like it's an exploration game. Here, let me just read the Steam description.
Here's the first image that pops up when I Google image search Sunless Sea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so here, let me read the thing. Okay.
Okay.
Lose your mind, eat your crew, die. Take the helm of your steamship and set sail for the unknown. Sunless Sea is a game of discovery, loneliness, and frequent death, set in the award-winning Victorian Gothic universe of fallen London.
Huh.
I'm excited. It's like an exploration RPG, like a top-down RPG, and you're on a steamboat, and you explore and manage your crew and try not to die.
Yeah, seems interesting. I don't know, like, what to really think. Judging by the screenshot, I like the art style, but I'm kind of iffy on the game itself, because it looks very much like just another survival game, and those are boring to me.
It's more of an RPG than a survival game.
Yeah. It seems really cool, though. So that's one I might have to look out for. Sunless Sea.
And this is one
Just
that's
gotta
been on my
remember-
wish list for more than a year. Well, I don't know if more than a year, but more than, like, as soon as I saw it, I was like, this game. And I just haven't gotten it yet because it hasn't been on sale, so hopefully it goes on sale during the summer sale because I'm going to pick this thing up quick.
Oh, it's $18.99, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, just remember, Kenny, if you're playing this game, don't push your engine overly too much, or they light on fire.
Ooh, fun.
Oh, have you played it?
Yeah, I have. It's really fun.
Awesome.
It's just really, really hard.
Sounds like FTL,
Yeah.
and I'm okay with this.
You will die so many times in this game.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds cool. For sure. It's hard for me to think of, like, another game that I'm looking forward to playing, because I'm still looking forward to playing all the same games as all the previous answers that I've given. It's like,
Yeah.
I still haven't gotten Xenoblade Chronicles 3D, I still haven't gotten X because it hasn't even come out. You know, like, there's all these things. Bloodborne. Just, there's a lot of games that look really cool. Whenever I get a PS3 again, I'm gonna buy the Kingdom Hearts 1.5 and 2.5 HD remixes. Those will
I
be
gotta
fun
go
to
for
play
a
through
second.
again.
I will be right back, though.
Okay. Yeah, those Kingdom Hearts games, they are games.
See, I never liked Kingdom Hearts. I tried. I really did.
I had an interesting history with it. Like, I really enjoyed the first one, and then the second one came out, and I was like, wow, this one is just as good, if not better. And then I realized that the first one was clearly the superior game, and I liked it a lot more, except that I can't fucking play the first one because the controls are so dumb.
Yeah.
I hate that the interact button is a separate menu option instead of just being triangle like it is in the second game, but the second game is so much worse. And so that's why I want the HD remix, because 1.5, literally, it is Kingdom Hearts 1 with the Kingdom Hearts 2 controls and a couple bonus dungeons and, like, a little bonus content.
That's cool.
So that, to me, is like, yay, this game is playable again. And I'm very excited.
See, I just don't like Disney enough to give a damn about a Final Fantasy Disney crossover crap.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. I mean, it's certainly not a game for everyone, and there's a lot of hate for it, I know. But I still think that they're a pretty novel concept, and they're fun RPGs, and I like them.
Yeah, see, like, I don't have any hate for it, it's just, I never enjoyed playing them. And I've literally, over the course of my life, had about 8 copies of that game because people kept gifting it to me because I didn't have it, and they were like, you should play this.
Well,
It was
all
like-
I know is, I know someone who I was like, hey, you have a DS, you should play this game, The World Ends With You. It's fucking fantastic. And he was like, maybe. And I was like, it's made by the same studio as Kingdom Hearts, so you know it's good. And he's like, okay, I'm never playing this in my life.
It's okay. World Ends With You is amazing.
The World Ends With You is nothing like Kingdom
It
Hearts.
is.
It is a fucking fantastic game. If you haven't played it, play it. There's no
Now,
excuse.
Just drop whatever you're doing, go buy that shit and play it.
No, do it after the podcast. Watch the rest of the podcast, then go and
Yes.
buy The World Ends
That.
With You and play it, because seriously, it's worth it. It is worth every single cent you could possibly spend on it. It's so good. It's fucking brilliant. That game was my very first DS game, and it it took me from being a complete noob with touchscreens to being the touchscreen master. It is fantastic. Like, it's got
He's
such
not
a novel
joking
use
about
of
that
the
either.
touchscreen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's true.
He is literally not joking about that either. He is so much better at the touchscreen than I am. And I've had a
So
DS
good.
for quite a while.
Yeah, Dylan's had a DS for like a couple years longer than I have, and I'm way better.
Which is why I'm going to get that game so I can master the stylus and all of the touchscreen.
Hell yeah, dude. Just remember, slash pins are best pins. That's all. There you go. Slash pins are best pins. Anyway, with that, I suppose we will move to something else that is not this, and I don't know what.
Jabba, jabba,
I suppose we could have
jabba.
like a... I suppose we could have like a 20-second intermission while I go and grab a glass of milk.
Just go and do that anyway, and we'll just skip the intermission.
Okay, I'll go and grab a glass of milk, because I need a glass of milk.
Let's see. Ooh, I've been watching well, I haven't been overly, like, keeping track of it.
Damn it, he didn't mute his mic
Dylan
again.
needs to mute his mic, as per usual. I'ma just do a thing here.
Ha.
There. Okay, yeah, so I've been watching a stream by a certain somebody who is, still streaming. He has been, like, swamped with college and an internship, and preparing to move back to the US from Japan after having moved from the US to Japan originally a few years ago.
Mhm.
And so he's like, oh, hey, I finally have free time, I'm gonna do a 24-hour live stream. And he started that up last night, and it's still going on. So I will probably be going back to watching that as soon as we're done with the podcast here, because it has been really entertaining so far. And he actually, pretty much, he made me do a complete 180 on my opinion of Final Fantasy XIII.
Indeed.
Okay, so I'm back.
See, okay, welcome back. So, originally, the biggest things that I'd heard about FF13 were like, the battle system is new and therefore stupid, and the story is bad, and the voice acting is really forced, and I was like, this sounds like just as good of a Final Fantasy game as 12 was. And then he actually played it last night, and I was like, holy shit, this story is drawing me in fucking hardcore, and these characters are amazing, and the voice acting is only forced very, very, very minimally of the time. And also, what the fuck are you idiots talking about? This battle system is entertaining as fuck. Like,
I know, right? I see all these negative comments about 13. It's like, who the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
What the hell are you talking about?
It's like, people who say that the FF13 battle system is worse than previous ones clearly have not played a Final Fantasy game before, because the ATB system is so boring. It really is. And 13's paradigm system, as they call it, is way better. I fucking love it. And so, yeah, that was the thing that happened. Also, let's see, he's been playing Kingdom Hearts, and, oh yeah, at one point he was like, okay, what should I do next? He puts up a poll. One of the options is cook risotto on stream. Well, chat found that funny enough to vote for it almost unanimously. Almost unanimously. God, I stumbled over that word. So, the next hour of the stream after that was him cooking risotto live on stream, on Twitch. And he set the game that he was playing to Cooking Mama 5. So, there was this point where he was like 47th most viewed on Twitch, and it was like, around him you see like League of Legends, Heroes of Newerth, CSGO, Battlefield Hardline, and then here's just this shot of a guy in a freaking Catherine shirt cooking. It's great. It was a hilarious moment, to be sure. So yeah, that's been a fun stream to be watching the last few hours, almost all of the stream, actually. I think I got there and he was like 4 hours in, and I was like, cool. Consider this my life for the next 24 hours. And then I had to sleep, because this was happening today, and I was like, I need to not be sleep deprived for this, so that I can actually have, words to speak. Because I'm good at that.
Which is why you're our spokesperson.
I was like, what is a stupid thing I can say to completely negate that sentence? I then tried to say something stupid and ended up saying something more sensible than most of the things I say.
Tries to do one thing, does the complete opposite.
I am so dumb.
Failing so horribly, you do the exact opposite of what you're trying to do.
Yup. Let's see. Ooh!
Next level fails.
Ooh, I know something I can bring up. Trackmania. Trackmania 2 Stadium. This is a game. This happened. It was fun.
Oh yeah, huh. Except for the bad servers are bad.
Well, yeah, servers are, like, really iffy for some reason. Like, I'm having the worst troubles running a server. I finally got it to work the other day, and even then it was, like, 50-50. Sometimes you could connect, sometimes you couldn't.
Yeah.
But I've been getting back into the groove of making cool tracks and stuff, and Seko and I actually have a really cool idea for a stream that we'll do eventually. That seems like a lot of fun.
Eventually.
What,
Eventually.
building a thing?
Yeah, what we're gonna do is, we're gonna set a time limit. We're not really sure on what the time limit will be. We'll have to experiment with it, but we're gonna set a fairly short time limit that we each have to build a track in, and then we play both and just kind of see what the results are, see how it plays out.
And you bring me in so that I can be the judge and tell you who won.
I mean, we can, yeah.
Dumb.
Absolutely. But so that's an idea that we've been trying to get going. We'll see how it works. Also, side note, nature decided that today was a good day to start summer.
Yeah.
Because it's suddenly like twice as hot as it was yesterday.
It's not hotter, it's just more humid because it rained this morning.
Oh, that would be it.
So, but it's actually like 10 degrees cooler than it was yesterday, but it's really humid, which makes everything suck.
Yeah.
I've even had to restart my computer twice as much as often today.
Mm-hmm.
That's a thing that sucks. My computer is dying, guys. It's constantly running at 80 to 90% of my CPU and my RAM. My graphics card keeps like glitching out. My Windows keeps having my WinLAN manager, like it keeps corrupting and crashing. Just the world. It's ending.
Huh. So Seko passed on his curse.
Did he?
Yep. Dylan just crashed out of the call.
Oh, god damn it.
It's infectious.
Well, we have to kill Jordan now. It's official.
Okay, let's see if I can find this. So I have this in my life. No, I don't, apparently, because...
You have this
Wow,
in
my
your life.
phone just died.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah. We noticed.
I kind of died there.
Oh, well, that's a thing that happened.
What now? Oh.
Say hello to all my custom heads in Battle Block Theater.
What?
I have a lot of them.
Where?
It popped up on stream for a bit. I was uploading an image from my computer, and that's where it showed up. So, this wonderful little thing you may know from my nameplate up there in the corner.
Yes.
This is my logo. It is my
Uh-huh.
personal custom logo that I designed myself and made and whatever. Well, I now have 26 of these physically in real life.
Do you?
Actually, it's more like 22 now, probably, because I think I've thrown away a few of them. And, yeah, I have them in the form of removable, transparent, die-cut vinyl stickers.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I have a whole bunch of them, so I've been having the
marking
sticker
your entire
frenzy
room?
and pretty much throwing them everywhere. Yeah, it's like I have one on my computer. I have one on the side of my headset, actually. It's like the perfect size to fit on that little square bit on the side of my headset. So it looks really nice. And then the main reason I got these was actually to decorate my new 3DS because it's fucking bland and one solid color and I hate it. And I was like, I'm gonna just put my logo on this. And so originally I was like, I'm gonna paint it on there because that seems cool, and then that was not gonna work.
Yeah.
So instead I was like, fuck it, I'll just get a sheet of custom stickers and throw one of those on there. And they're really cool. And it was like, I paid like $22 for 17 stickers and got 26 instead. So, that was a good deal.
Yeah.
And they turned out really well as well. Like, they actually look really good. And they're really nice. I like how they turned out. So, that's a thing that happened, and I'm super happy about it. Another thing that happened involving the real lives is I got a new poster. I got a new Zelda A Link Between Worlds poster.
I have been
That's
instructed to
I'm
buy an
sad.
Alienware.
You've been instructed to buy an Alienware?
The Alienware Area 51, the new model.
Oh.
The case looks freaking spectacular, not gonna lie, but it's an Alienware.
All I'm gonna say on the matter is, you should do it, because every time I hear about you and your custom-built computer, all I hear about is you fucking having some stupid issue with it. So maybe if you have someone else make it for you, it won't be stupid.
Maybe.
It's like, just saying. Also, they're still cheaper than Falcon.
Yeah, but I don't. The cheapest one is freaking $1,700.
Yes.
I know you like.
The
I could
cheapest Falcon is a
seriously,
laptop for $2,000.
Yeah, I could seriously though build a just as good
Non-working.
that works.
Just
For
like
at
your
least-
current computer.
At least 2 years. My computer has been alive for 5 years. Your Alienware lasted for how long? 2?
The amount of time that I'm still using it, because it's technically still the same computer.
You mean it's been scrapped for parts and it has a proprietary part that everything plugs into that's broken and so it doesn't actually work?
Okay, except... never mind.
Except yes.
It's, my current case still shares some of the various parts that were in that Alienware to this day.
Yeah. But that's parts though, not the computer itself.
True enough.
Like, my computer, literally, the only thing I've had to replace on it was the motherboard, and that's because the original motherboard cracked. And
according to Windows, that means it's a different computer now.
according to Windows, just because they register your computer based off of the BIOS instead of off of the hard drive,
Yep.
and this processor, and
Yep.
everything else that makes the computer, which is stupid.
Yep.
But I understand
Because the
why.
motherboard is the most important part.
I understand why, but it's still stupid.
Either way, though, yeah, that's a thing. And I need to upgrade my computer because you've probably been hearing this stupid whining noise this entire goddamn time because my fucking graphics card has the loudest ass, fan ever. So, come this Tuesday, I'm gonna be,
Dylan, stop. Dylan,
that is
mute
some
your
noise.
mic.
What?
Mute your mic.
Yeah, when you're
Do
grabbing
not
chips,
reach-
you need to mute your mic.
It's so
I was
loud.
folding the bag.
Oh, it's so loud.
Well, yeah. Out of
Putting it
courtesy
away.
alone, you should do that generally when you're going to be crumpling something, even if it's just like a little bit. It's always best to mute. But anyway, so yeah, come this Tuesday, I'm going to be buying a GeForce GTX 750 Ti, I believe.
Nice.
Which is the same card that Seco has, only I'm going to be buying it from a different manufacturer in hopes of getting a quiet card, which, on Newegg, I actually went on there and posted a question saying, how loud is this card when under heavy load? And I got, like, instantly, within an hour, like, 5 different responses that are like, I'm currently running 3 different games at max quality and I don't hear any sound. Or any noise from it. I was like...
Wait, so which card is this?
I will pull up a picture of it, I suppose.
And
Also-
Secco is back.
Oh god.
Welcome back.
Okay, just link me the like Newegg page too, so I can look at it because I'm in the market for
link the
doing
Newegg
one
page,
myself.
and I will pull up a picture of it as well. I just have to find it.
What piece of tech are we talking about?
The graphics card I'm gonna get.
Ah, which one is that?
The GTX 750 Ti. I believe I'm getting an MSI one.
The MSI? Okay, that's a good variant.
Yeah.
Really quiet fan.
Yeah, that was the main reason, is because I want that fucking quiet fan.
And you will not find a quieter fan, I guarantee it.
The only downside to it is the card that I'm gonna get specifically has like this red stylization on it. So now it's gonna be like, my computer has
Red
orange
card
RAM.
and
Yeah, it has orange RAM, blue lights, and a red card, and it's like, that's...
So all you need is to throw a strip of green and purple LEDs in it, and you've got yourself a rainbow.
Yep.
I
Or
can
I
only
can
imagine
literally
what
just
I feel.
change my LEDs to be the cycling mode where they cycle between blue, green, red.
Yeah.
And just as soon as Chrome decides to respond, I will pull this up on the stream for you people to see.
For you people.
Yes.
Bammy, are you still watching?
Pretty sure she is.
We've only got 4 viewers.
Hello. How do I view the image? I would like to not have this bullcrap. One of these days, this will pull up and it'll be fun. Oh, there's actually even reviews saying it's quiet even on full load. And it only runs 60 watts of power. Yeah, the cool thing about this card is it actually draws all of its power through the PCIe port on the motherboard. There's no external power pins. So it's pretty damn economic. Which is great news, because my current card is using like probably 100 to 200 watts. And is not even half as good as this one, so... Seriously, Newegg, fucking fix your image gallery, bros.
Yeah, these plug-and-play cards are nice. In fact, I might also this card.
Yeah, it is a really good card.
Like, it'll be 2 months, 3 months before I can get it, but yeah.
Okay.
We need to do Kickstarter for Taco's computer.
Yeah.
We need to do a Kickstarter so I can get an actual desktop.
No, what we need to do is do a Kickstarter so we can go buy a house and all live in it.
That too. Definitely that.
Okay.
It's
here
okay,
we go.
Dylan. I have a room available,
We've
but you
got
have to
the
murder
image
Taco
link.
first.
Maybe.
But I like Taco!
I know. You don't actually have to murder him. Yet.
Can I just get the whips and chains out?
Yes.
If you want to go that far, go ahead.
He gives torture in Spain with his whips and his
And his
chains.
chains, he knows just what they claim, Mr. Torture. There.
Yep.
As we get
Halloween
flagged and our
better.
channel gets
Torture.
deleted.
No, it's fine.
dang.
That was way off tune.
It was so off tune that I'm pretty sure the Halloween guys are gonna watch it and go, ugh. They will just ignore the video because it's that bad.
Don't kill Taco, so says Benny. Or, well, new
I
kill
wasn't gonna
Taco.
kill him.
He just wants
I
whips and
wasn't
chains
gonna
him.
kill him.
You
I
know,
was
Yeah,
gonna
he just-
chain him and throw him in the basement.
Yeah, he just brings torture to
The
Spain
basement
with his
of his
whips and his
trailer.
chains.
the basement of his trailer. It's a very dark place. On second thought, we don't need to go to Dylan's house. It's a silly place.
Yeah, on second thought, let's not go to Camelot. 'Tis a silly place.
Ooh, look at that pretty.
Yeah, it is a pretty good-looking card, but I don't like the red accents on it, considering I've got orange and blue in my computer, and it's like, yay, more clashing.
That's okay. My card
Orange
is
and
all
blue?
red.
It's on fire!
I mean, technically, I guess, but I guess, all in all, we're just going back to my soul is on fire.
It's true.
My soul is on fire.
Taco may
Yeah,
like that, though.
Yeah, Taco might really enjoy the chained basement play.
Yep.
He's probably just going to be like, ooh.
Oh, I just
Dabaroff to
realized
the
I'm gonna
jet.
have to buy a freaking HDMI cable for this thing.
I have a spare one you can buy off of me.
Is it
You
6
can
feet
buy.
minimum?
Yes.
Okay. Cool. Also, I just saw another thing that I'm gonna be right back, because something may have happened.
Uh-oh. Guys,
That's
let's guess
bad.
about what happened. Maybe his dad had a heart attack.
That's a good thing, not a bad thing.
I know. Maybe that's why he left. It's the only thing I could think that could drag him away.
He just had to go there to piss on his, like, twitching
Go
corpse.
piss on his... Yeah.
Or if you ever see this in your social media, let's just say you are a terrible human being, sir.
Maybe there's a guy streaking outside of his window.
He wouldn't be able to see
Or
it.
maybe it's women.
If it was... Either way, he wouldn't care.
Women?
He's asexual.
Kenny? Are you kidding me?
Fuck's given.
It's just a suggestion. And I'm doing it for the viewers.
Yay, all four of us.
What?
What?
The viewers who are watching.
Oh, yeah.
And Bambi. Bambi's still
And-
here.
So...
Damn it.
What? It wasn't
So-
your dad having a heart attack? Damn it!
Not only was it not nearly that serious, it was also hilarious listening to you fools speculate about that. No, I noticed that the card has a DVI-D port, and I was not sure if I'm using a DVI-D cable right now, or if this monitor supports DVI-D, or if I would need to, like, get a new monitor for that shit. I'll have to check on it after the stream, though, because if I unplug this monitor to check, then there will be many picnics to be had.
Many picnics indeed.
Basically, the chat will suddenly become, fucking, I remember the amount, I do remember the amount. There we go.
What?
That will be the chat.
Oh.
On fire.
Can't
Picnic,
see it.
Picnic everywhere.
Most
Who'd
because
you
I don't have
describe
Twitch up anymore since it kept crashing my Skype.
Yeah.
Picnic basket.
Yep.
Is that just a default?
Yeah, that's just one of the basic emotes now.
Well,
It used to be one of the sub-emotes from some channel, I'm sure, but they adapted it to just be a normal one.
So this is apparently... hold on. I gotta figure out this damn new system. There you go. So this is the computer that I'm being forced to buy.
Panic basket. Oh.
Yep, Panic Basket.
I think it looks spectacular, and I want it, but at the same time, it's a frackin' Alienware, and I don't like Alienware or trust Alienware.
Blow it up. You know, all you're paying for is literally that shell that's around.
Yes, I know. Well, that
Yeah.
and a 970.
Wait, okay, what is the actual, like, can we have a banana for scale here?
Oh, hold on. I gotta look at see at the actual size. I haven't looked at that yet. Namely because it doesn't matter because I have an entire shelf just for my PC.
Banana for scale, everybody.
Indeed.
Was that actually, like, it's actually a really big unit?
Yeah.
Oh.
You underestimate the size of Banana and the size of that machine.
No,
All you know
graphics,
what the real scale is.
No. That's a plantain. No, see, that's the 970 graphics cards. It's about the same size or the same length as a banana.
Okay. I'm
Banana's
going to
very
now pull up
inside.
another gigantic image.
That's an even bigger image.
Yes. And,
What is it? I can't. Oh.
using the same
Interesting.
banana for scale. I think it's about that size-ish.
Okay.
This is a computer that, for $800, is basically like, more or less, you spend about $600 on this machine itself, and then an extra $200 on some extra parts, like an SSD and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And you could probably build a computer about as powerful as, I don't know, Seko's or mine,
Mm-hmm.
and it fits in the palm of your hand.
Ultra portable.
Literally. It is a fucking tiny-ass machine,
But-
and it is a beast.
But how long does it survive? Can you upgrade it yourself? And
yes.
okay. And is it easy to find parts for it on the cheap and constantly?
Yes. The only part that it does not come with pre-installed, or the only
an S-
parts are RAM and an SSD. It uses the standard laptop-sized RAM, and it uses small-size SSD, which are both fairly easy to find. Like, it
Except
uses
for-
standard parts. It's just a small system despite that.
Hmm.
Like, they've managed to pack an entire gaming computer into not even laptop size.
The palm of your hand.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome. Incidentally, this device is called the Intel Next Unit of Computing, or short NUC.
The neck.
Yep. And NUCs are fucking cool. Like, I have seen these things before, and it's like, oh my god, this thing is awesome. I want one. They're so damn portable.
As cool as that is,
Whenever
I
me
feel-
and Kenny... Go ahead. Sorry.
I feel like it would have overheating issues.
It does not actually have heating issues, and in fact, it doesn't even have power issues. I think it uses a total of like 30 or 40 watts of power for the entire system at high load. And UCs are super, super power cheap. And there's actually a similar device out there. It had its own Kickstarter, and it was actually funded, and I'm actually really pissed about this. So... here we go. File format not supported. This is a JPEG, but... okay.
This is a JPEG.
Maybe that one will work. No? Really? That's stupid. Okay, I'll have to
The
find another
company
picture of
has
it
ranked
then.
all of their
Link it-
JPEGs.
Link it to me and I'll take a screen cap of it and upload it.
No, it's fine. I'll just have to grab a different image. Maybe this one will work. I doubt it will, because it looks like this is from the same site again. Fucking goddamn. This one will definitely work.
Totally doesn't work.
No, it works. We're good. Oh, that's a fairly large image, too. Okay, so this computer is called the Neutron. It is about the same size as an NUC, and in fact, the Neutron Pro is exactly the same specs as the second best NUC on the market, has all of the same components, etc., except the SSD and DDR3 memory are pre-installed, and it's got a really flashy looking case. Additionally, the NUC that you could make that has exact equivalent specs to the Neutron Pro costs around $700-ish total. The Neutron Pro is $1,400.
Yeah.
Yeah, the moment that I found out about how much of a ripoff the Neutron is, I was very sad. Because this thing is awesome looking. I was like, holy shit, this is so state-of-the-art and cool. And then it was like, people were suddenly like, no, this is literally just an NUC with a fancy case and branding. And I was like, what's an NUC? And then I discovered the world of NUCs, and now this thing is no longer impressive. It's just saddening. But it is still really cool.
If you want something like that, though, you could just case mod an NUC.
Yeah, exactly.
And I did check out Intel Iris 5000 graphics. I would say, comparative to the 750 Ti that is in my case, it has, I'd say, about 100 more CUDA cores. It's actually, that's like the one Intel graphics you want.
Yeah, it's a pretty good graphics. Like, overall, the specs on this thing are nothing to scoff at. They are very, very good specs. And the system itself is pretty small. There's one where they have it, like, stood up next to a Coke can, and the Coke can is actually taller than this. By, like, about half an inch.
Not my giant can of Mountain Dew that I have sitting here.
It's fucking small. Like, the Neutron is crazy, and, like, I love the case design of it, and there's even multiple colors. Like, it comes in, like, 7 different colors, including pure transparent and, like, a sleet black, and there's, like, a fucking black light purple. There's lime green.
Did you just say
cyan.
sleet?
I did say sleet black. I don't know why I said sleet black, because sleet black is clearly the wrong...
Slate black is not slate black.
Yeah, slate black. Slate black. God, I cannot say the word slate.
Younger brother who had a birth
There we go.
defect.
Here's 6 of the 7 colors. The 7th color is just a completely transparent case.
That green, though, is the tits. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, that green is really
Yeah.
cool.
I like the cyan, too.
Yeah, the cyan is very
I like the
nice.
purple.
The purple is very nice. Like, all of these colors are really cool. This is a phenomenal system. I have problems with the pricing.
And know what's awesome? You can literally case mod that and just put these tiny little LED lights inside.
They actually already have LEDs in them.
See,
Oh, they do.
Here's my problem. Do they have 3 monitor support?
Yes, they actually do.
Do they?
Yep. Though I'm not sure... Actually, I'm not sure if they have 3 monitor support. I know that they have at least 2 monitor support, though. But I'm not sure how many actual monitor ports they have. They definitely would have 3 monitor support if they have 3 monitor ports, but... I'm not sure. Because that's the main ports side there. So...
Looks like they have 2 HDMI ports.
Yeah, that's what it seems
Are
like.
they HDMI or HDMI mini? Because I thought
HDMI mini.
See bad.
I use an HDMI mini right now.
Do you?
Yeah.
I get frame lag when I try and use a mini.
Well, I use it for my TV, not my main monitor.
Yep, if anyone's curious what the back is there, we got 2 HDMI minis on the top, 2 USB 3.0 ports on the far right, the Ethernet's I'm sorry, I misjudged. There is 3 monitor support. There's 2 HDMIs on the top and 1 HDMI mini on the bottom, as you can tell there.
Cool.
Yeah.
The one next to that is just where some headphones go, and then you got your little power cord for your little 30-watt power supply that would come with this.
And then on the other side, there's another 2 USB 3.0 ports, another audio port, and it looks like a FireWire. I'm not sure though.
This little tiny piece of shit box has more audio ports than my computer right now. I am pissed. I'm going to write a letter to RaidMax and tell them, fix your damn shit.
Yes. Also, this is still a prototype model. The actual model will feature a non-gaudy power button.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, see, that is the worst looking power button I've ever seen. The button on my mech mod looks better than that.
Yeah. I don't know, though, what the deal is. Like, the last I heard, the Kickstarter was successfully funded, and that's the last news there's been, at least publicly.
They're probably looking for a nice Chinese factory that has really cheap fares for them to pay to maintain.
Oh, actually, May 1st, update, shipping progress and plan for backers only. Well, at least they know that they're doing some stuff. So that's good. But yeah, the Neutron overall, I first saw it and I was like, wow, this blows me away. This is so cool. I basically came to the conclusion that this is my alternative to having a laptop. I'll just carry this around and just have like a monitor on demand.
I've got an old what is that called? Camcorder. God, haven't heard about those in a long time. An old camcorder case that's like padded on the inside that you could install a monitor and all the cables and everything into, and you just fold it up and carry that around.
Oh, I'm pretty sure there is going to be like this little thing where all you would have to do is it'll pretty much, this Neutron will be like a Game Boy Advance SP, except much bigger. I'd say like a nice 720p monitor, and it just has this like little slot you just plug it into, and then you just plug the power supply into the back.
Yep, and then I'll probably get like one of those thingies.
Cool, I now have a portable computer I can play all of my ROMs on.
Here we go. I'll get one of these to go with my Neutron.
Oh, very nice.
Please note that that bottom segment alone is basically the size of a standard mouse. So, like...
But it's a frickin'... Is that an actual mouse, or is it a rollerball mouse?
It's a rollerball with a left and right button, and then it just has a little mini keyboard plugged in there, and media keys. Honestly, that seems like pretty much the perfect combination for a computer as small as an NUC or a Neutron,
Yeah.
even. Like...
Yeah, but it's Lenovo, so it does have a little USB box that comes with it that you plug in.
Yeah. And then, let's see if we can find a portable monitor, shall we?
A nice 720p monitor with a kickstand. I can see that.
Well, portable monitors are, like, the way of the future to begin with, so, I mean...
Portable monitors, the way of the future.
Like, seriously? Here we go. This is what I want. This is actually even better than having a keyboard and mouse combo thing to go with it. I would probably still have that, but this is all I would really need for it. This lovely device here. It is a portable touchscreen monitor. So yeah.
Made by Lenovo as well.
Yep.
Kenny, do you have a Lenovo fetish?
Apparently, because I Google portable monitor, and the first freaking result I find that looks good is Lenovo, and I'm like, oh, cool.
Lenovo, you might as well sponsor us now.
Yep. Might as
And
well.
please, if you do sponsor us, give Taco a goddamn computer so he can do some worthwhile shit.
Yep. So
Doesn't have to be much. Just like a nice $500 desktop.
So we're gonna get into Q&A here, I think, because we're down to 45 minutes left on our podcast.
And I was gone for a lot of it. Yay! Grocery shopping.
So it's Q and A.
Q&A time.
Yay.
Q&A.
Yeah.
Did we actually have any questions?
We did not have any questions submitted, but that's okay because I have, to start us off here, I have a wonderful story to talk about that Coco will probably be joining in, and in fact everyone will probably have parts in this story. This will be a very long story, so...
Oh yeah, the YouTube. Was that on YouTube or was that on
Yes.
Twitch? That
So,
guy asked?
on the last podcast, we actually got a comment on YouTube asking how long have we been doing both YouTube and Twitch, and it was from Anonymous, so there you go. Hello, Anonymous.
You were
We are
awesome.
answering your question, so I hope you're watching, and or I hope you see this, because props for asking, and we answer. As for how long we've been doing this, I am the one with the most experience. That's why I'm kind of like the manager person of all of it.
Spokesperson.
Yeah, you run the.
I run most
figurehead,
of it
the
on the
channel.
technical side.
He's the figurehead.
So
he runs the channels.
Yeah, so I personally have been primarily in YouTube more so than Twitch for a very long time. I don't know how long, even, like, probably 6+ years, I think. I had a YouTube channel way back in the day by the name of DemonStar502, and I actually did a co-op playthrough of Borderlands 1 with Coco.
Hello.
And I remember bitching him the fuck out for not recording more, because, seriously, goddamn it. That series
Didn't
was
have-
so bad, though.
Didn't
Like,
have the ability to record. By the way,
it was a really bad series. I did not like the way it turned out. And as time went on, like, I just lost interest in the channel. I lost interest in what we were doing. We didn't have many games that we could record, and I didn't have, like, anything really that I could do that was good. And so I basically, and aside from that, like, I got swamped with school stuff as well at the time, and so I was like, okay, I'm just gonna shut down the channel. I can't do this right now. And I came back to the idea a few years later, oh god, with a group channel kind of similar to the one we've got now,
Relevant Gamer Nerds.
yeah, we came up with the stupidest name for it. Literally, we used a random name generator, and eventually it came up with Irrelevant Gamer Nerds. And we were like, this fits.
Yes. Well, also, it was making fun of IGN, which
Yeah, it was
I
was
like.
making fun of IGN, which that's the only part that I still love, is that we got to sarcastically abbreviate our channel as IGN and make fun of the real one. It was a good time. And eventually, one of the members got into a huge fight with me. Like, we had a history of, like, getting into arguments over the dumbest shit, like whether there can be multiple protagonists in a story. That's like, fucking who cares anymore? But anyway, so we got in some huge fight about something stupid and pointless, and it ended with him being like, I'm no longer your friend, I'm never talking to you again, and I demand that you remove all videos that I am included in from the channel.
Which
And I was like, oh
90% of our
good, that's
content.
all our videos.
Yeah.
So basically that channel grew defunct almost immediately. I think it's actually still on YouTube. You can probably still find it. Because,
Yeah, it's still there because I'm still subbed to it.
Yeah, we kind of just dropped it then and there and didn't actually ever delete anything from it. I'm actually going to pull it up right now and see if I can find what our oldest video on that channel is to kind of give it,
A point of context.
yeah, like a time base for all this. Oh my god, that's such a, like, I see all this and I'm like, wow, there's
Bringing
such
back
stuff.
memories.
A whole 6 subscribers. We did so well.
Yeah.
The oldest video is 2 years ago. I apologize if any audio pulls up on here. I will try to avoid that. Okay, August 16th, 2012 was the very first video on that channel. And it actually wasn't recorded by me, which is interesting.
Who was it recorded by?
Dryan, actually.
Really?
Yep, it was me and Dryan doing Portal 2 co-op.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, so that was 3 years ago, just on that one, and then, I mean, Demon Star 502 was probably another 2-ish years before that. It's pretty lame, overall. That channel ended with, possibly the worst bang ever.
Mm.
And it was a pretty sad time. That's okay, though, because the name and the logo were both retarded.
Yeah.
I look back at that and I go, man, I'm so glad that we're not that anymore.
And now,
Here we are. We've had Archer Squad for...
as a clan, we started as a clan. And
yeah, we started as a clan on PlanetSide 2 specifically.
Yeah, and once we moved on to Steam, we always had the intent of recording and streaming and whatnot.
Yeah, we made a YouTube channel out of it. It was a fun time. It's been good stuff. I think the channel itself has existed since August 2013, so it's been nearly 2 years now. Something like that. It actually, no, it might have been November 2013. I don't remember. It's been since about 2013, though. Either way. So, it's been some time, and we've had this going. We've been posting videos somewhat regularly. We're currently in the process of recording a bunch of new series that'll hopefully go up soon, depending on how that turns out. And yeah. The Twitch side of things, yeah.
Yeah, Twitch, we've been off and on and off and on and off and on for...
The Twitch side of things, I personally am kind of more of a fan of the YouTube medium than the Twitch medium, because Twitch is a lot more... It's, like, open to mistakes and failures, and you can just, like... You just kind of do whatever you want, and you can relax and just hang out. That's always how I've viewed Twitch. And I think Twitch is more of a good platform for long-form games, where... There's maybe not so much happening right now, but as a result, you can just kind of hang out with chat, talk about whatever, you know. It's more laid back than YouTube. YouTube is more professional, edited, recorded, really heavily worked on content.
Yeah.
And just with the games I like to
true.
record and the style that I like to do, I prefer YouTube over Twitch as a result of that. But there's certainly a place for games on Twitch, obviously, because look how popular it is.
Yep.
Yeah,
and
let's see, the most viewed website in history. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, and that's, so it's like, mainly the people who stream on the Twitch channel, more so than me, are B23 and Secco.
Yo.
And
Of
I
course,
kind of
me
just...
being the most common streamer.
Yeah, Jordan's
Yeah.
been streaming a lot more than me recently, but that's mostly because, well, computer is dying.
Yeah, I think the only game I personally have streamed on the Archer Squad channel is Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate with Taco. That's always a blast. I love that game. Of course, we've talked
Yeah,
about
but I'm
that
always
many
on there
times.
playing either Hearthstone or Dark Souls, a lot of Dark Souls.
Yeah.
I'm going to be posting a lot more different game variety on the Twitch side of things.
Yeah, I think we started Twitch probably 6 or 7 months after starting up the channel. So, yeah.
I would be recording, but I don't really have the stuff to do it.
Yeah. Your laptop is not super cut out for recording.
It's not cut out for recording. I don't have any programs or things for recording, and I don't have any physical equipment to actually do that.
Really, all you need is a good mic and then, like, the program, which OBS is actually what I'm using right now to stream and record this exact podcast that you are listening to or watching or whatever. And OBS works fantastically. It is phenomenal. It is an open source, free program. You can download it anytime and use it, and it's great. And it supports both streaming and recording in pretty much any quality you want. And it can even do them both at the same time, which is what it's doing right now. So yeah. That is
So
absolutely...
I'm just gonna add this in. When I actually do get a computer that works, that's good enough for recording, I will be recording.
Yeah.
Cool.
So you can expect to see Lunar Kitsune much more often, but not right now.
Yeah. And also, the moment that I freaking get a PS2, like, I have had this freaking Elgato sitting here in my room for months now, and I have not been able to use it because the only system I have is a Wii U. And I've been wanting to get a PS3 again and a PS2 again so that I can play some of my older PS2 and PS3 games on the channel, but
Much love.
unfortunately that costs money, which I don't have.
Hashtag.
And I've been too lazy to bring mine down.
Yeah, I've been having issues with expenses, especially with the new 3DS coming out, and then now I've got to get a new graphics card because that's a higher priority than consoles anyway, so... Once I've gotten this graphics card, my next priority is... Actually, I can't say that for sure. Probably my next priority after a graphics card is getting a better mic.
That's something I need to work on, is getting a mic.
Yep.
An actual mic instead of the, the recording process on my laptop.
Yeah. Speaking of which, weren't you going to give him your old headset, Seko?
Yeah.
Didn't that one die, though?
No.
He thought it did, but then it turned out to be an issue with something else.
Yeah. That entire crap that I was going through was only because my microphone suddenly decided to go 30 decibels higher in its gain boost.
Yep.
And
So it was
oh.
Game Booster's fault.
No,
Gain.
volume. Gain.
Oh, game volume. Okay.
Gain.
Gain volume?
Yes, gain. It is a term used in audio to refer to increasing the volume of something.
Ah.
Yeah, like I gained an item from a quest.
I gained 30 decibels from this quest.
God, I guess so. I don't know what quest it was, but God, can I redo it? That was awesome.
But yeah, either way, even if the mic isn't working on that thing, the headphones component still works, and you definitely need some headphones.
I have headphones.
Do you?
Yeah, I'm using them right now.
Oh.
No, he has earbuds.
No, I'm wearing actual headphones.
Yeah, it's he doesn't need headphones. He needs something to make the stupid freaking
He needs a
back
gamer
trailer
headset.
go away.
He needs a gamer headset. With
What I need is a
pop-sock
noise
filter.
canceling headset. So I could
Yes.
not only cancel the sound that I'm hearing from out there, but canceling the sound that comes to the mic that's background noise.
So we're never going to be able to hear you.
It blocks out background noise.
Because you speak on the same level as your
You
background
speak
noise.
on the same level as a jet engine car crash. Like a car with a jet engine on the back crashing into a steel wall full of crying kitties.
Crying kitties.
And
Excuse me
also,
for the way I lived.
So moving on, I've got a question that everyone can answer now. What's your favorite book?
oh.
It's completely unrelated to gaming, but what's your favorite book?
Ender Shadow by Orson Scott Card.
I don't know if that's a predictable answer or not. Is that a predictable
It
answer?
is not.
Yeah.
It is one of the trilogy books of Ender's Game, though.
No, it's not. It is. It
That
is
one's not Ender's Game?
It's Ender's Shadow takes place during the same time as Ender's Game, and it's Bean's point of view instead of Ender's point of view.
Oh.
And it's so much better. Like, it gives you more insight into the whole world instead of just into Ender's mind. You need to read Ender's Game first, but Ender's Shadow is definitely the better book.
Huh. Okay. What about Seko? Favorite book?
God, that's a hard one. Because I read a lot of
It
good books
is.
in my life. I would have to say I'll have to just base it on the book I had like the most emotional reactions to, and it's not a single book. It is entire series. It is called Vampire Plagues by who the hell? Let me look it up real quick. Vampire Plagues by Sebastian Rook. And they're not very long books. I'd say the longest one is about 350, nearly 400 pages, which is the last one. It's a really, really interesting look on vampires because vampires can go out in the sun. Vampires can pretty much live as normal human beings can, but these children, or I won't really call them children because they're pretty well off for themselves, but they discovered that you can only destroy these vampires by a very specific rose that is found where vampires originated. It's like this weird rose that if you scratch your skin with them, it blisters and pops out like this black plague-looking crap, and they shrivel up into black blotch messness. It's awesome.
That sounds like an interesting read.
Yeah, I mean, let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 in the series.
I see.
Such good, though. I liked it.
As for me, I haven't read much recently. Like, I'm not a huge books person. If I had to give my favorite book, period, it would be the Scott Pilgrim series, but that kind of doesn't count since they're more so comics than actual, like, proper, you sit there and read it books.
Come on. Give them a literal, Tim. They have visual novels.
No, they're not visual novels. What?
I know.
Graphic novel, maybe, but not visual novel. Visual novel is something else. So, in terms of an actual book that is not a comic book, I would say my favorite has to be the Gatekeepers series. Specifically, the first one that I read, which was, of course, the first one, Raven's Gate. And I will even post a picture of this, because it is kind of a cool cover, actually, to it. I mean, not overly, but, you know. Raven's Gate.
Think so, Papa?
And actually, you know what? Let me pull up the actual original first edition cover. This is the one that I had. Was, not that. I have, this version of the book with its original cover. And that is a fucking cool little logo on there. I like that one. And yeah, so the Gatekeeper series is a series of, I believe it was intended to be 5, it may have turned out to be 6 books, by Anthony Horowitz. They are definitely young adult novels. Like, they're the kind of thing you find in the school library. I'm not going to deny that, but last time I read them was in high school, so, I mean, there you go. Overall, they are very good books, but, like, they're very teen novel styled. It's a bunch of kids who somehow have supernatural powers, but they're, like, believable supernatural powers. It's not like, suddenly this guy's Superman. It's like, he has a sixth sense that allows him to detect other people with these same kinds of powers. Or there's some telepathic twins, stuff like that. And there's, like, these ancient...
Generic!
There's, like, these ancient demons that people are trying to resurrect that are, like, titans, and they're gonna take over the world or something. It's kind of a generic story, but it's really well presented, and the first book especially has a lot of suspense to it, and I found it to be really good.
So, it's the plot of Supernatural. Let's see, what was the last thing you said about the book? Like, mixed with Attack on Titans. And also mixed with Bewitched and Satanic Rituals. Excellent read. Excellent read. Please pick it up on your favorite torrent site.
Also, I'm just going to put this out there. Coco, the strategy gamer, picks a book about strategies. I think that counts as predictable. Seko, the formerly goth gamer, picks a book about vampires. I think that's predictable.
How is that predictable? I could have
pick a book by...
Okay,
I pick a book by an author with an possibly unpronounceable name. I think that counts as a predictable answer.
No, you're doing excuses to type. Stop it.
Yes, I am, but
yes,
that's
yes,
okay.
he is. And my book, or rather series of books, is fantasy, which is so bloody obvious if you actually knew me.
Yep, that one's actually predictable.
Yeah, and somewhere in those many fantasy novels, Dylan decided to become a telepathic wolf with a bow. And
Anyway, so what's the title of this book, Dylan?
Okay, it's not so much the. I'll go with the first one since it's the one I read first. The Last Dragon Chronicles: The Fire Within.
Predictable answer.
I've heard of it, but I don't know of it.
It's a really interesting read. You have to really read the entire series to truly understand the whole of the plot. Because if you read it like halfway through, you're gonna be so lost by the end of the fourth book. You won't be able. You have to read them all to get everything. But to get the picture of the first point of the book, the last dragon dies a long ass time ago.
Oh.
But before
What
it
happened to the
dies,
second to last?
I have no fucking clue.
Because that's
I
my
haven't
theory.
read the entire series, which sucks. I'm lost because I haven't read the whole series. But
Or insights.
I'ma
just
Fire
say.
Within
just
by
shut
Krista
up.
Lacey? Is
Yeah.
that right? Okay. I'm gonna pull up the cover of it then.
Right
There we
over
go.
Obama's face.
This seems appropriate.
Oh yeah, I saw Dylan walking around high school with that book one time. Okay.
Yeah, and it's my favorite book. It still is.
I read those, I think. Maybe, I don't know, I've read thousands of books, I have no idea.
They were popular in Taylorsville High.
It
As an
looks
aside-
familiar.
Okay, seriously though, as an aside, how do you pronounce this name?
Krista Lacey.
Anthony Horowitz.
Yeah, you
Like
got it.
Horowitz.
Horowitz.
Anthony Horowitz.
It's Horowitz, it's
Such a-
Jewish.
That's such a weird name to me. Like,
Can
I
I just
cannot
say-
pronounce that.
Can I just say something about this cover? It is very, very difficult to capture the sensitive moment of a crying dragon. These guys nailed it. I've
Can
never
I just
seen
say,
I've never seen a sadder looking dragon.
He looks
Can I
more
just
shocked
say,
than sad.
our lovely president has never looked better.
Okay,
You
so
asshole.
to get the plot of the first book, essentially the last dragon dies centuries ago, and the dragon was bonded to a princess. The dragon released tears that kept its life force, and the tears were passed to the princess, and she passed them each down to her children and their children and their children, etc., until it gets to the present day. Well, the family has been using those tears to make clay models that are actually alive, but you have to have a little bit of the dragon's bloodline to actually be able to see this.
So they have an army of claymation, like
Yeah, I have read these.
Wallace and Gromit's. That's awesome.
I remember...
No, Jordan, but you
This
have
is the
to read the
prequel
books.
to Wallace and Gromit.
No.
No, just shut up, Jordan.
You have to really read the series to understand it, because after the first book, it starts getting really in-depth. By the third book, the main character dies.
Yay! I love
And
that.
then he comes back! I have no idea, because I haven't actually gotten to the fourth book, because I've never actually
Because
had it.
fantasy novels.
Yes. Yes, it is. Also,
Spoiler
yes,
alert,
that was spoiler.
there's nothing spoiler-y about this. This book has been out for way too long.
Still a spoiler.
If you
It's
haven't,
still a spoiler.
if you haven't read this book, it's your own damn fault.
Yeah, I've only gotten to Firestar, which is the third book.
Firestar.
On another
Also-
note, if
I just have to do this. Like, just from that conversation, this is simply a must.
No. Just no.
God damn it. No, although if we can expand on this question, this is my favorite book series.
Fapping to the images on the cover doesn't count.
Oh, I remember being told to read that
Uglies, Pretty
book.
Specials, and Extras?
Uglies,
Yeah.
Pretty Specials, and Extras, yeah.
Isn't it like a
They're-
sci-fi thing?
So what's happened is the world has basically ended, and all of humanity is concentrated into cities that are self-governing, and they all have their own rules. And the way that it works is you're in one of these cities, which everything is very tightly restricted. Until you were like 16, you're on one side of this river, and you're an ugly. And then when you turn 16, you go through what is called, I can't remember what it's called, but basically they give you a new face, they make you perfect. And if you look, so the chick in Uglies turns, on the cover, turns into the chick on the Pretty's cover. And basically what it is they hype you up about this party utopia. And you go and you become a part of this party utopia where you can basically do anything. And then after that happens, or after you get a little bit older, you get put into a profession. And in the case of Ugly's Pretty Specials, the main character who you follow didn't exactly fit into the mold of the party society. She decided to branch out and go explore and try and find a new city and new people. And as a result, they capture her and they turn her into a special, which is basically like an ultra commando, and it's all about her breaking away from this mental programming and then breaking away from her mental programming and then becoming her own person and overthrowing this society and connecting the world again.
She's
And then
so pretty that the dragon is crying.
And then Extras takes place years later, where we're with a completely different character, and it's a whole nother society, and it's amazing, and you just gotta read them. They're amazing. For being young adult novels, they have some of the most compelling story and the most interesting characters that I've ever read outside of Ender Shadow, because Bean is the best written character I've ever... I love Bean. Bean is spectacular.
My nickname in junior high was Bean, until I beat the shit out of him. Now it's
So,
Tobacco.
yeah.
Anyway, we're 6 minutes away.
And now we take a question from the audience.
Yep. Bam, give us a
Bammy.
question so we can answer
Lurkers,
somewhat quick.
lurkers, come back.
Also, Coco,
Ready to come
you've
back?
got to remember that 6 minutes is away from the actual time, not when we started, because we always start late. We are consistently 15 minutes late every podcast. If not more.
That's okay.
That's why we need to
In
start
6
the
minutes, I have to
stream
go feed
with
my
the. That's why we need to start the stream with Archer Squad. We'll be right back, and then when we're actually there, that's when we play the intro and get going.
Well, see, like, that's why I always try to start the call early. I usually try to call the group like half an hour before we actually start so that we can get it out of our bodies, get ready to go, and then once it's actually time, that's when everyone's like, okay, time to get ready, and it's like, okay, fuck you.
Okay, so start the call 45 minutes ahead, and when there's 15 minutes left, go do your shit or be done.
Anyway, though.
No, because then Taco's going to try cooking chicken nuggets in the oven for 15 minutes.
He was gone for 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. 45. It doesn't take that long to cook freaking chicken nuggets in the oven. It takes 9 minutes after the oven is preheated, and it takes 5 minutes for that oven to preheat.
So,
He probably wants potatoes.
Walk to Beto's all the way the frick on the other side of West Valley.
Ooh, I have an interesting one. What's the first browser game you played, and did you like it?
Oh. I like
RuneScape. And no, I played it because there was literally nothing else to do during lunch in high school, and all of my friends, well, I didn't have, or middle school, and I didn't have very many friends, and the ones that I did have went and played RuneScape.
See, I would say RuneScape. RuneScape is the first browser game I played of my own volition, but it's not the first browser game I had actually ever played. I believe...
Flash games don't count.
What?
They don't?
RuneScape was a Flash game.
I know, I'm joking.
It's tough. One of the earliest ones I remember is a game called Adventure Quest.
That is my answer as well.
However, I don't think that's actually the first one. I think... Ooh, that's another good one, Bam. We will definitely be answering that. But I think the first actual browser game I played... It was on this website where they made, like, a bunch of free programs, and, like, it was some weird thing where it was, like... Basically, there was a stream of liquid, and it was like a physics simulator, so when you click the screen, it creates a rock, and it's like in a vacuum, so the rock's gravity affects the liquid very heavily, and the longer you hold the mouse button down, the bigger the rock gets. And that was the entire game, was just making really cool patterns using this gravity system.
Mine was RuneScape. I was a moderator. Enough said.
Yeah. And then, on that same site, I also found a game called Black Shift, which... I fucking love Black Shift.
I remember that one.
Black Shift is an amazing game. So yeah, that's my answer. Dylan's answer is apparently Adventure Quest. Did you like it?
It was good for a while. It just got boring.
That's pretty much my opinion on Adventure Quest as well.
That was my opinion on RuneScape too.
Yeah.
For a minute, then I realized you are literally just clicking one button the entire time. If you type on a keyboard, the hell are you doing? That's not how you play RuneScape. You don't talk to people. You just mildly walk through a town with a whole bunch of other poorly polygon pixelated beasts while you left-click an enemy until you see that red mark actually hit a critical, which is nearly impossible, and the enemy falls onto the ground in the fetal position and disappears in front of you. If he can kill
Leaving
them.
behind items.
Leaving behind, after killing a large black dragon, 10 gold. That's all that fight was worth to this game is 10 gold.
Yep. All that.
I literally, at that moment, like, almost pushed a old big tube monitor off the table and walked out. It was that bad. I'm like, you son of a bitch! And then I totally kicked a guy later for being a dick, and I got all of his gold.
Yep. So, I guess with that, we will move on to old school games. As Bam asked, what is your favorite old school game you've played?
Define old school.
Is
this an era, or...
If I'm going to abide by this, everyone must as well. This has to predate the N64.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Because if it doesn't, I'm going to say Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, and I don't want to be on that freaking predictable answer account.
Yeah. Well, what I would say is, it has to be 16-bit 2D graphics. Meaning retro-styled games that are technically modern, I would say can count, but my personal one is not one of those.
Super Ghosts and Goblins.
Ooh, that's a good choice.
Super Ghosts and Goblins.
For me, I've got two that are really tempting to say that I think I'm going to leave as honorable mentions because I think I just have to use this one simply because it's such a little-known game. And I hate that about it. I hate that it's little known, because it was amazing. And then the sequel came out for PS2 or whatever, and everyone was like, oh my god, this is a stupid fucking bad game. And it's like, okay, look. Fuck you, the original was amazing.
Kenny's arguing skills are superb. He would do so well in debates. Like, yeah, but the economic crisis will never, ever recover, ever. And then Kenny just gets up and goes, fuck you, we need more McDonald's, bitch. Or, fuck you, we need more Carl's Jr. It's a whole thing. It's a debate on if we need more Carl's Jr.'s.
Yep, so I'm going to start with my honorable mentions, just to build up to this phenomenal game that has beaten both of these. First honorable mention, Mega Man X. Mega Man X is a cool game. Just gonna put that out there. I liked it. Another cool game is Punch-Out for the NES. Both of these games are games that I didn't play in their prime. I played them on the Wii U Virtual Console primarily. This game, though, that's not the case. This is Star Ocean.
Oh
You
god.
played the original Star Ocean?
The original Star Ocean on the Super
Yes!
Nintendo.
Just yes! That
Star
game.
Ocean is fucking awesome. It is literally what happens when you take... What's that movie called? 1991 A Space Odyssey or something like that? No, 2001. 2001 A Space Odyssey, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's basically what happens when you take that and make it a video game.
I see.
Well,
That
kind of.
actually being
So,
a movie.
yeah, so basically it starts off, you're in a pretty classic looking, like, pretty much generic fantasy medieval town. You are playing as a guy who just randomly has a cattail because... Like, it's weird. And you get into fights with weird generic slime monsters using your weird generic sword and your weird generic RPG skills and magic and whatever. It, like, literally starts off as the most generic medieval RPG ever, and then suddenly, an entire town turns to stone, some people show up, they're like, hey, we came from space, there's this weird evil organization testing a bioweapon on your planet, and it's going to turn everyone to stone. You then go to
So
their
that
spaceship to
happened.
look for a cure. It
So that happened.
It is crazy. Like, it just escalates so quickly, and it's suddenly like, this game just became some serious shit. It's a really fun game, and the combat system is mind-blowing.
So stuff happened.
Stuff happened?
Stuff happened.
I see. Yeah, the combat system is so cool. It's like... It's kind of like the earliest free motion RPG combat system I've seen in a game. You literally are given a playfield where you can just move around freely, and then you can activate special skills based on the position related to the enemy and stuff like that. It's kind of like Xenoblade Chronicles combat system, but it's on the SNES. Like, it's a really early predecessor, I guess. It's pretty cool.
I am loading up. I'm loading up images of my favorite. I have 3 because I have one for each system, pretty much. That predates N64.
Mine's Pokemon Red. Just that's it.
Just
Pokemon
straight up
Red.
Pokemon Red.
Alright, Pokemon Red.
All right. Well, if we are going to start off with Game Boy, my favorite Game Boy game of all time was actually Pokemon Yellow. Why? Because
Pokemon Yellow came out after
You-
the N64.
no, it didn't.
Yes, it did. Red and blue were released before, and Yellow
Okay.
was released. Or
Okay,
yeah,
we'll say
Yellow
it's
was
on a
released like a year
system.
later.
on a system that
On a system that predates the
N64.
N64.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, Yellow.
Yellow is
Pikachu, best.
definitely the best of the series because there was no other Pokemon game where you could walk around with your goddamn Pikachu.
Damn straight.
which I didn't really like that it was Pikachu, but hey, Soul Silver fixed that for me, so whatever. The Nintendo Entertainment System, which I did have, and I had this game for a very short time. It's definitely not my favorite game in the series, but
That's nice.
the original Legend of Zelda. It's not my favorite of the list either. This is
Okay,
just
wait.
the second
Can
favorite.
we go back to Pokemon Yellow for just a second?
Okay.
Okay.
Fuck you.
Okay, we're good. We can stop being on the subject of Pokemon Yellow now.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't play too much of that because unfortunately the Nintendo Entertainment System that we own,
Just call it a NES. God
the
damn.
NES, or I'll just say original Nintendo. Original Nintendo was unfortunately sold about 2 weeks after we bought it because they decided that one game, the original Legend of Zelda, was boring. So they just got rid of it, and I've never forgiven my parents for that. But my favorite old school game of all time has to be Super Metroid. Never have... When I think of way old school gaming, it reminds me of sitting in my friend Brandon's house, in his basement. He had every game system out there on this entertainment
have a
system.
friend like that.
And his brother just kind of pops in one day. He's like, "Hey, I bought Super Metroid. Let's go ahead and play this." And we're like, "Okay." We sat there for hours and hours, just going, "Oh my god, right! Oh, it was like amazing. I love Super Metroid. If I want to get a Super Nintendo and Super Metroid, and those are the only two games I want on that. I don't want anything else, just those."
Okay, so on the subject of Super Metroid, I actually have something really cool to bring up. That I saw this on a recent Proton John stream. I'm not even gonna like hide that. It was on his stream last night. He played this game. Holy shit! So it's called Axiom Verge. And,
yeah, the Metroidvania.
yeah.
Look at that
This game-
freaking design.
Holy shit. In like 20 minutes of gameplay, he fucking sold me on this game instantly. It is basically Super Metroid, but just so cool.
It's like a Dark Souls Super Metroid.
Yeah, it's like a new Super Metroid. That's pretty much all it is. Literally, they got a comment about it at one point when they were showing it off. Reggie Fils-Aimé said, "This looks like Metroid," and their response was, "Well, Nintendo's not making it."
I want to know where I can find this game. What system is it for and how much?
It is currently PS4 exclusive for about $15. However, in 11 days, it will be released on Steam. So get it. It is literally, it has a Steam page right now. Axiom Verge.
This is a 2D platformer I am definitely going to pick up. Look at the, it's like a evil mechanical mother brain. It's awesome. I'm pretty sure it's just level design. I'm pretty sure that head does nothing.
Yeah.
No,
yeah,
wait, that's a
Axiom
boss
Verge.
area. That is a boss area. There's no progression upwards or downwards.
No, that
There's a
little,
health
like...
bar.
Okay, so I guess I need to point these out then. First off, that right there is a door.
Oh,
the
silver
the
thing?
little tube thing is a door.
Yeah, that is a door. And that is the player health.
Oh.
Yeah, I knew that was the player health. This is very Metroid based, so I know what all these things are.
Yeah. But yeah, Axiom Verge is actually right now on Steam. It has a Steam page, and it literally says on that Steam page, available May 14th. So there you go.
I need to pay these guys $30 for this game. Is there an option for that?
I'm not sure
They're
how
bringing
much it
back
actually will
something
be
I
priced.
enjoyed a lot, and it looks badass. I guess I'll just have to play it to see what the gameplay is like, because if this game plays as good as it looks, then I'm going to have a hell of a time playing this game.
So far, from what I've seen of it, art style and like the way the map is laid out and everything like that is very Metroid and Super Metroid-esque. The weapons seem to play a bit more like Cave Story, though, without the leveling system. But, like, you've got multiple different weapons that you switch to, and all of them are kind of their own primary weapons. It's like you've got, like, a blaster, you've got a shotgun, you've got a pulse rifle thing, like, stuff like that. Rather than the Metroid style of, like, you've got your basic gun that gets upgrades as you go, and then you've got missiles, super missiles, bombs, you know?
Super Bomb.
Super bomb,
Super
yeah.
Bomb, and then suit upgrades.
Yeah, rather than that, it's more of a Cave Story style where it's just like, hey, you've got a cool new weapon. Use it.
Woo!
But yeah, this is a game that I instantly wishlisted when I saw it. Looks so cool. So, that's 3 of the 4 of us. Did Dylan ever answer? Have you given your answer on what your favorite old school game is?
I think so.
Would you care to recap, because I don't remember it?
Blah, blah, blah.
The
That's a good game.
I don't remember what I said.
Back to you, Bammy. No.
Super Ghosts and Goblins.
Oh, Super Ghosts and Goblins, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ah,
Took me a
Good,
moment to
because
remember.
meanwhile I'm just sitting here looking up blah blah blah, blah game.
Yeah, Super Ghosts and Goblins.
I'm sad.
So many hours of frustration, and then
What's the first
then I
result?
beat it. Then I beat it the first time. Then I found out you have to beat it a second time to actually get anywhere.
I'm sad.
was the first result born?
No, the first result was something that I can't even tell what it is. This is the third result, though.
Looks better than Skate 2 already. Seko approves. 10 out of 10.
Good times. So, yeah, that's been the podcast. It's just old school, it's not up to us. If you get that reference, then props, because not many people will.
Yeah, I didn't get it, and that was really dumb. Moving on. We'll see you next Sunday.
Yep.
Between 6 and 6:15 to between 8 and 8:45.
Yeah,
Goodbye, everybody.
We'll do a podcast at some point, sometime next
We
Sunday,
got-
probably
One
at that
sec.
around
I
time.
gotta shill us out. I gotta sell us.
Yep. We've
Oh.
got to
Be like-
become shameless sellouts for.
We gotta
another
we
time.
gotta be our shameless horror selves. All right. So
If you watch this
like
long,
our
like
shit
and
and you
subscribe.
really, if you, god damn it, shut
If
up
you
and
like
let me
what
do
we
my
do.
job. If you like our shit, please go to archersquad.com, sign up for a profile, and be with the community. You can also subscribe to us on youtube.com/archersquadgaming. You can follow me, Coco, and sometimes other people are on there at twitch.tv/archersquad. We have social medias, which is facebook.com/archersquadgaming, twitter.com/ditto, and steamcommunity.com/group/archersquad. So look up twitter.com/ditto right now. You know this.
Twitter.com/ditto on it.
And of course, if you want to watch these podcasts a whole bunch, then you can just go to archersquad.com. We have all of our podcasts listed in there. As
Well,
long as
Okay.
Well, it's on YouTube, not on.
Yeah.
the
So the
website.
podcast is archived on YouTube. If you go to archersquad.com/page/podcast, you will find the very first podcast on there, as well as a link to the playlist with all of our podcasts that we've done. And there will also be a link to a question submission form, so you yourself can send a question to us, and we will answer it on the show. It's pretty
yeah,
cool
seriously,
stuff.
you can send us any question, and I'm pretty sure we will be shameless enough to actually answer it.
Also, Ditto at Ditto on Twitter.
What kind of porn does Jordan watch? Innocent porn. No.
This is a thing that happened.
Actually, my favorite porn is What?
Next time on Archer Squad or Wardog Podcast.
Yep, we will see you on the next podcast. Have a good day.
See you later.
This exists?